1051.
Spal 1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We have a special guest joining us.
Yes, Miss Chrisette Michele is here.
Good morning, Miss Chrisette Michele.
Good morning.
I love that haircut.
Do you have a flat top with a part in the side like Big Daddy Kane?
That's me.
Yes, I do.
Don't let nobody tell you different. That looks very fresh.
Thank you.
Very fresh.
What made you get the part in the side and the flat top?
Too much London, too much Amsterdam.
It's
Just
too much high. It seems like you just got back from
Like
there.
I said, too much Amsterdam.
Nice.
There's
Well,
a
London
lot
is
of that going
London,
on.
a lot of 80s style in London.
It's a lot of 80s styles, a lot of natural hair, it's a lot of Grace Jones fades.
Got you.
I did read about what inspired you to get your hair cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I read that you became a vegan and that you're doing a book and everything.
Yeah, it's called Fat Vegan. It's not a lot of
Fat vegan.
Fat
See,
vegan.
I've never
That
seen
body
a
looking
not
like
fat at all.
you don't look fat to me.
A little something on
You
the
look kind of
thighs.
luscious, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Charlotte.
Excuse the predator, but go ahead.
But
Definitely
yeah, so it was kind of. I
Treat
moved to
God.
Williamsburg recently. I was around a lot of vegans, and it was like, man, I'm pretty thick to be a vegan. Maybe I can make a kind of like my way of being a vegan.
So you don't eat no meat?
I don't eat any meat.
Nothing?
No. Every once in a while, I'll cheat and have like sushi or something like that.
Okay. I do know some fat vegans, though. I know this one guy that's a vegan.
Are you
but
saying she's fat?
No, not
That is
her.
so
Yeah, that was so
disrespectful.
That's the name of her book.
That's foul.
But the
That's
reason I say that,
book.
because he eats a lot of bread all the time and a lot of carbs.
Right. It's a lot of people who. What happened to me was I juiced for 60 days.
Right.
A writer named Harold Lilly got me up on juicing. So I did that. And after that, I kind of felt so clean and spiritually refreshed that I decided to just let it be a lifestyle. So I started off vegetarian and then I went vegan.
How hard is it to stop putting meat in your mouth?
Stop that,
How hard is
Charlamagne.
it for you to stop putting meat in your
I'm
mouth?
just asking a question.
He still puts meat in his mouth.
Oh, man.
Not as much as you, Envy. You just put some meat in your mouth.
Yikes.
All right,
Oh, my
girls.
goodness.
Gosh. I'm sorry. They're
Don't
very
mind us
mature.
over here.
I've always wanted to try a detox, though. But I'm a little...
She's an
hard for me.
alcoholic, Chrisette. It's going to
Yeah.
be kind of hard for her to detox.
Yeah.
Well, you can still drink.
Yeah. I mean, you
Thank
know,
you.
especially if it's clear. You know, as
Yeah, I like
opposed to dark.
vodka.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing like...
And tonic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A vodka and seltzer is really a lot less calories and everything.
Oh, I think that's kind of like almost the same, right?
No, tonic has a lot more sugar in it.
Oh,
seltzer has
okay.
no sugar, no calories at all.
I didn't know that.
So
I'm an
cutting,
alcohol expert.
Yes, she
Fat
is.
alcoholic.
All right.
so cutting the
That
hair
could be a
wasn't
chapter.
cutting the hair wasn't due to any type of depression because a lot of times girls cut their heads because they're depressed and some
Definitely.
man hurt them.
The first time I cut my hair, I was over like trying to keep up any type of image at all.
Gotcha.
And so I kind of was just shedding myself of everything. But that was like 3 years ago. So now this is more of just me having fun with style and fashion.
Absolutely.
Now, with L.A. Reid leaving Def Jam, how does that affect you? Because he was such a huge fan of yours.
Yeah, it affects me a lot. We were cool. I mean, most artists go in there to talk about music. Me and L.A. Reid, I would come in and we would just like, I remember one time just looking at a bunch of YouTube videos of drummers
Was
playing.
that wine tasting Tuesdays he used to have?
It was always, that's where I found out about cake bread wine. I don't know if y'all like cake bread, but that was where I found out about that. But yeah, no, he was just a cool dude. So Def Jam is still a beautiful place, but it's not where I started off at. So I'm kind of relearning everybody right now.
That's why you're saying that it took you a little bit of time between your last album, and then you put out the mixtape that's a prelude for Better, but
Yeah,
it was
the
a
mixtape
transitional.
was really just me expressing myself, you know, and just talking about places that I had traveled and just kind of enjoying my life in music without anybody telling me, you know, this is good, this is not.
It always seems crazy when R&B artists put out mixtapes because it's like y'all are actually wasting good music that could probably play on the radio or get sold. It's one thing for rappers. It's like, whatever, a mixtape. But R&B, it's like y'all really put your heart and soul into your music.
Rappers don't put their heart and soul into their
Nah,
music.
not that's out here now.
I hear what you're saying. And 4 of the songs from the mixtape are on the album, but the other thing is that I'm a live performer a lot. I perform a lot more than a lot of people. So a lot of the times I just create music so that I can have something else to bring on stage. Because for me, I guess my bread and butter is really the stage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, you also have done a lot of collaborations with hip-hop artists. Who would you say is your favorite person to work
My
with?
favorite person, that's so hard, especially in New York.
What was your
right
favorite
now.
collaboration with a rapper?
I guess my favorite would have to be Lost One. It was the
Tough
beginning,
tune.
the first time.
Tough
it was
tune.
scary and it was nostalgic.
Who put you in the studio with Jay? How did that come
I think he
together?
put me in the
he
studio.
already worked with her?
Yeah, I think so. All jokes aside, like I think
Now, I didn't
that's
know
how
if
it
L.A. Reid
happened.
was like, you got to work with her. He was just like, he heard
no,
you.
I think, because at the time, I'm not gonna say this.
Say
but
it,
yeah,
say it. This is an honesty show. What
well,
happened?
the kind, beautiful Beyonce had told me that she had heard some of my music, and so maybe I don't know how it really happened, but maybe she was like, "Hey Jay, listen, maybe." I don't know. Is that you think
I used
that's
to think your
what
voice was a
It's
sample.
speculation. You know?
I know-
Speculation. But by the way, I would love to work with Beyonce.
I used to think
Put
your
it in
voice
the
was a
universe.
sample.
Moving on.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know that was your actual voice. I thought that was a sample. Like when I heard Lost
Yeah.
One. And I thought they were sampling an old record, and they was like, "Cause the girl who's on Lost Ones has a song coming out," and I'm like, "That's a real person."
Well, I studied a lot of jazz, so a lot of old school is in my soul.
But you are on tour with Keisha Cole.
Yes.
And then, but you said you want to do something with Beyonce. Do you think that's gonna affect that?
No, Beyonce, she's not effing with you.
Yeah, it's over.
She's not effing with you,
You
Chrisette.
know what's interesting? The first time I met Keisha Cole was under very interesting circumstances, but the second time was the day before yesterday, backstage, and she walked up to me and gave me a hug and whispered a prayer in my ear, and I was just like, wow, like
You should
she
have
must
said, man,
be.
pray for yourself. I seen your Twitter timeline.
Stop it, Charlamagne.
I'm not
Stop
gonna say
it.
that, but and then like at the end of her show, she even says pray for me. So she's obviously like in a maybe a new beginning kind of
Obviously
space.
going through something. She's about to cut her hair. About to take her
boy.
weave out.
Oh boy.
So you said the first time was kind of interesting. How did you meet her the first time?
I met her at an award show, my first Grammy award show, like at a mansion party. Some huge mansion, and it was just a lot of celebrities, and it was my first time ever seeing all of these types of people, and so it was just it was kind of awkward. You don't know what to really say. You're just coming into the industry, so we didn't really get to talk or anything, but it was just uncomfortable. But the second time was a lot better. So I don't know if she remembers that. Probably not, but I did.
You don't meet these people and talk to them before the tour. They just
No,
day
isn't
one
that
go.
crazy? That's crazy. And next thing you know, you're doing after parties together. You know, you're meeting each other's band. You're hanging out with each other. So it is kind of crazy.
Who puts these tours together then?
Agents.
Yeah,
We
booking
actually
agents. They say, okay, we have Keisha Cole going on tour.
Yeah.
Chrisette Michele would be great to open up for her. And then they ask you, they check with her, and then
Well, they told me, they said Keisha heard your mixtape and she
Right.
liked it and she would love you to come out and tour with her. I was like, for real? Off a mixtape?
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of
nice.
crazy.
That seems like two different audiences though. Like I see like you, Melanie Fiona, you know, people like that.
I felt the same way. And when I first went on tour, I had on my little, this other outfit. And then after the first 3 shows, I was like, let me throw my ripped up jeans on and my leather jacket. And I've been having much more fun since then. Her audience is very, 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 very fun. Like crazy fun. And they the type of audience that comes outside, pushes your tour bus and is like, come outside, we want pictures. So it's so much love and so much fun with her audience.
Now, are you in love now? Because I was watching your video, A Couple of Forevers. Is this somebody in your life right now that
I really like the guy in A Couple of Forevers. I think he's really cute.
Did y'all have sex?
Wow.
I'll
Yes.
take that as a yes.
Okay.
No, we haven't had sex. I'm saving myself for marriage. Thank you very much.
You ever never
You're a
had
virgin?
sex?
Have I ever had
Yes.
sex?
You're a
No, I
virgin?
have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wale told us when he was here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did tell me.
Yeah.
Wale really, yeah.
Yeah, Wale really loved
No, he
it.
did tell us that.
What did Wale say?
That y'all had sex.
No, he did.
I'm serious.
No, he did.
Yes, he
He
did.
said you're the reason. He's the reason why you were so depressed.
Yeah.
You lying.
Yes.
He told us
Well,
that.
me and Wale got this little thing going where we say stories about each other on the radio.
I don't know. He didn't say that.
He said he felt
He showed us
bad
pictures.
about.
Y'all ain't serious.
He said he felt bad because he really saw you going through it and he knew it was his fault.
You lying.
I'm dead ass.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So what
I'm
happened with
Call
you?
him right now. Ask
I
him.
no, we're just kidding.
No, we're not.
Don't even
Call
fall
him
for
right
that.
now.
Don't fall for it. But you did say you would
That's
date.
terrible.
You did say you would date Wale.
I would. Me and Wale kind of came up together in the industry. It's been 7 years for me right now.
Right.
And so like the first few years was me and Wale kind of going back and forth like, yo, I like this, I hate that. So we became really good friends over that period of time.
Okay. Now back to this guy in the video.
That you had sex with.
Did you put him in the video because you liked him, or did you like him?
Well, I have a band called the Rat Pack 3013, and he's the guitarist in my band.
Oh,
so
that's
he's
messy.
Just, he's
Oh,
one
so
of
up
the
close and personal. So y'all see each other all the time.
Yeah.
That's
well,
what
he's in
happens when
Korea
you
right
travel
now,
on the
but
road
yeah, we
together.
travel.
You fall in
you.
love.
It's all, the band and the backup dancers always end up banging the main act.
It's true.
Britney Spears,
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez,
It's true.
Yeah.
Chrisette Michele.
No.
Now,
I know what
I've
you're
read
talking
somewhere also that you said that it's hard for you to be in a relationship because you're all over the place. You're flying here, you're doing this, you're doing that. So you have no problem, dating a bunch of guys and then seeing whoever sticks. Not necessarily sleeping with,
No,
but,
yeah, no, that's true.
dating a bunch of guys. So now you're sticking.
All right.
I'm not sticking yet. Maybe.
You're not getting
Maybe one day.
stuck.
I'm not broken anymore. I was very broken. But
Why was you broken, baby?
Because I had a lot of tough relationships. I allowed myself to be in a lot of tough relationships, and then traveling so much, you kind of fall in love, and then you can't see each other again. You know what I mean? So I haven't been able to have my heart anywhere.
When you say tough
know.
relationships, what does that mean? Like, what was
Guys
I've
doing her
been in
dirty.
horrible relationships.
like, what's horrible? Like,
I should be at somebody's house, like, yo, son, that's my word, come outside, like that.
wow, really?
Yeah,
I can't
bad.
imagine.
Awful.
Guys
It was
used to do
that
you dirty.
bad?
Awful. Well, here's the thing. I've been a commitment phobe over the past, right? And guys don't tend to do well with the girl who's like that. Although girls tend to do okay with guys who are like that. So I've had, I guess, problems kind of finding my niche in relationship. So I kind of am doing much better with guys who kind of have a similar lifestyle. I used to be very against dating celebrities. I used to be like, I'm not going to do that because I didn't want to be typical. But I think it actually makes more sense.
Well,
to
Chrisette
what
speaks
kind
is
of-
like spoken word. Don't you
What
see that?
happened?
I said when you speak, it's like spoken word.
I know it is.
Like, I was
It's
never
soothing. It's very
in a
soothing.
good relationship because I think I would be at the house like that's my word.
I used to
Word.
chase waterfalls, but now I stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. You believe all women have to go through their whole face?
No, I wish girls would listen to each other and we would talk to each other about what we go through, which is why I'm writing Fat Vegan. It's actually a love story.
You gotta stop calling yourself fat. That sounds
And
very
her wrist says feed the hungry.
Sounds like you have very low
Your wrist says
self-esteem.
feed the
Does it
hungry.
really?
Yes, fat. Why you referring to yourself as fat? You're not
It's
fat.
kind of silly, I thought. You don't think it's silly?
I think you
it's
keep
awful?
saying that because you want people to say, no, you're not fat. Like
No,
you want
no, I
reassurance.
don't.
Well, she lost
No, I
a
don't.
lot
No, I
of
don't.
weight, though.
I'm comfortable with my size.
You should be.
I am very comfortable. That's why I got holes in my jeans so you can see all the juice.
I've imagined you naked twice if it means anything to you.
What
since you've
happened?
been- I've imagined you naked twice since you've been sitting there. If it means anything to you.
So what do you think was the toughest relationship that you've ever been in?
I'm not allowed to talk about it on the radio.
You're not?
No.
Why?
Because Wale said, don't talk about me anymore on the radio.
No, he didn't. No, I've had some tough ones. I dated a pastor once.
Whoa,
Pastor.
okay, tell us about that story.
Now, how does a pastor do you dirty?
A pastor.
No, I'm just. How does a pastor do you dirty?
No,
though?
well, it was a youth pastor who I
Bishop
knew.
Eddie Long. Now you should have known.
Not a
Chrisette,
youth
now you
pastor.
should have
But I've been
known.
to his church though before. But I had dated a youth pastor one time, and it just ended tumultuous.
Okay.
And you always think, oh, you know, he's God-fearing man, this, that, and the third. It's gonna be okay.
God.
They be
But
the
it
ones,
ended,
girl.
It ended tumultuous. I won't say how. You if you ever take out the time to read the book.
Charlamagne
you'll
is
see.
shaking his head right now because he can't say you a dream.
I just want to know the verse that he told you that really said, okay, I'm about to give him something right now. Because I know there was one Bible verse he spit to you that made you be like,
Don't
okay.
tell
Oh,
Charlamagne.
what God put us? What is it? What God put together, no man could put asunder.
What scripture is that? Let me
That
note
one.
that to memory.
That was the one.
What God, what?
That's what did it.
But you
Because
said
I'm a God-fearing girl.
Me too.
And so I fear, you
You're
know,
Not
You're a
girl,
God-fearing
but God.
I'm a God-fearing girl.
No, you
So when somebody says that, I kind of am like, okay, maybe we have a similar situation going on.
Oh, he sold
But
you
we
a good
didn't.
dream.
Yeah, he sold me a dream.
now, have you ever? You said you've done guys dirty as well, though.
I have.
Was it out of anger because you've been done dirty, bitterness?
No.
What is that? What does that mean when you've done guys dirty?
You know, the line, I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Oh, you just knock him off and leave him in the hotel sleeping?
See, now
No, I
you
don't- but
now
I-
you
but
admit
I'm
to your
not-
whole face.
But I don't misbehave like that.
You know what
Oh.
Charlamagne used to do?
But it's I wrote a song called Boys Cry Too. You may have never
Yeah.
heard it.
Did you
but
put
Yes,
Noxzema in
yes,
his booty?
boys.
Charlamagne put Noxzema in a girl booty just to let them know.
Why would you do that?
Would you like to find out?
No. Not at all.
You better stop.
Stop looking.
I'm sorry.
He's
Go ahead.
I'm
Tell us about
sorry,
your creep
Chris
phase.
said he's a predator. Just ignore him.
I'm afraid.
I would be too.
But no, I think I had a phase, you know, where you're exposed to so many wonderful, beautiful people, and you say, you know what, I would love to come hang out with you, and you, as well as you, with all due respect. But in order to keep myself together, nothing's gonna really go down, but we will have fun together.
Oh, down. That means
In other words,
Down.
she'll let a guy
kiss down below.
right, but she won't give any.
No.
That's what you just said. You just said, I
Yeah,
won't go
Basically,
down,
that's how I
down.
interpreted it.
But it went down.
I didn't mean it like that.
Like I'm not gonna have sex with
I
you.
try
but-
to behave. I try
Okay.
to behave.
Why?
Because my heart, once I have sex with somebody, I feel like there's another type of connection that happens, and I personally can't handle that.
You got to go through your whole phase, boo. Like, it's got to go be a point in your life where you're just a hoe and you get it out your system, and then you will be ready to be somebody's wife after that.
I don't need to do that.
Now, what about being with a married man?
Oh no, I would never do that.
Okay.
That pastor was married. I'm looking at it right now. I Googled it, and that pastor you was dating was married.
You didn't Google it.
I know. I just want you to come close
My
to me.
name is on your computer, Charlamagne.
And you leaned over, I saw some nice cleavage. Just
Do you ever
around
send out
that.
naked
That was
pictures
a
of
good,
yourself?
I read her
No.
right in.
You've never
Did you
done
see
that? All right, sorry, Charlamagne. He
What?
just texted me and asked me to
dear.
ask you that.
Oh,
Text you. What? I didn't hear the question.
he did not text you. Y'all be telling stories the whole time.
What happened?
What about Skype? Do you do like the Skype thing?
Yes, I do. Is that dangerous?
Yes, because they can definitely hack into that. But or a guy could take a screenshot of it, and the next thing you know, you're on Skype touching yourself, and it's all over the internet.
Have you ever done
yeah.
that?
What, touched myself on Skype?
On Skype.
Why you say masturbated so creepy? Is it like masturbated on Skype? Seems like you did it before, Charlamagne.
But you definitely masturbate,
I don't even know
right?
how to Skype.
You do, right? I'm sure.
Only on Thursdays. What day is today?
Today is Thursday.
Thursday.
Let me smell your finger.
Let me know your
Let-
friend.
Today's the day.
Oh yeah,
Pretty.
little salmony.
That's disgusting. That's nasty.
Chrisette Michele. Now, when are we getting? When are we getting a project? What is the next album?
Better.
I'm putting out an album called Better.
Better.
It'll be out in June. I'm very excited about it.
On Def Jam.
On Motown/Dub Jam.
And who's on the album? Any rap artists on there? Any
Yeah, Wale's
collaborations?
on it.
That's all he cares about.
Who's
is
on
rap
it?
artists.
Wale's on there.
Of course he is.
Wale, of course.
Sounds sexy.
Two Chainz is on it. My little brother's on it. Lem Payne.
You from New York too?
He's from New York. Long
Okay,
Island. We're
Long
from
Island.
Long Island. I live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, though.
Word.
But yeah, he's from Long Island.
Oh, maybe I'll be seeing you around Brooklyn.
What's
Then.
that cute little tattoo on your wrist? What is that?
Feed the Hungry.
No, the
I
other
have a
one.
lot of tattoos. Oh, this is Forever.
And what?
Just
I mean, I don't know what that
Forever.
means. I mean, is that like a language?
No, me and my best friend have this together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like number 8 to me, but
Huh?
looks like the number 8.
Oh, well, it's a sideways. You read it sideways like this. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Chrisette
But you know,
Michele.
Chrisette did a song with Iman Shumpert as well.
Yeah, my
Why
friend.
would you waste your
Iman.
time like that?
Because he's a sweet guy and he's very musical.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
That's where you got that
You
idea for
never
that
even
flat
listened to
top.
his
Absolutely.
music,
Both got the
Charlamagne.
same
Why would
wavelength.
you say that?
Yep.
I think who got it first? Me or him?
I think he
I
did.
think he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's a terrible rapper.
You think so?
You never listened to his
Absolutely.
music.
Yes, I have.
Did you listen to his music?
You didn't.
No, on mute.
Did you listen to the song that I did with him?
No.
Okay.
He was
great.
real excited about that one. I
Okay.
remember.
Well, I think it was special.
Stop wasting your time like that. You're too talented to be wasting your time doing
Thank you.
songs with a monster.
Thank you, Charlamagne.
All right,
Well,
ladies
Chrisette
and
Michele, I
gentlemen.
apologize for his behavior.
It's the
It's
Breakfast
fine.
Club.
Okay.
It's Power 105.1. Miss Chrisette Michele, ladies and gentlemen.